It's your boy, Sense of Self. Today, I want to discuss connection and chemistry. You know, these two words are deep. It's very, very deep, you know. And in today's time, this is what, we've all been around hearing, chemistry. Oh, I like him because we have chemistry. I like him because we have connection. All these words. So I thought today I want to shine a bit of light on a perspective of it that maybe a lot of us are not aware of. And this is also a special request. So, chemistry and connection. Now look at these two words. Again, this is something that I normally don't do, but I thought this is a very good deep topic because it still talks about the mind, And if you've been listening to my videos, it's all about awareness of self, And one of them is to do with the awareness of yourself, which is the connection. See, connection says, I love you, so I want you to be happy, right? And attraction says, I love you, so I want you to make me happy. Now, if you can deep that, this will make it a little bit simpler. So if I'm to define connection, right, or I'm to give you an example of connection, look at example of connection like you wanted to buy a car, right? Before you buy a car, now deep this, you know your budget, you know exactly how much money you have, you know what kind of car you're looking for that will suit you. You understand how much you're roughly going to be paying on all the expenses, the miscellaneous, i.e. the insurance, the MOT, the road tax. You have an understanding of all this before you buy a car. And most importantly, you know why you're buying the car, what purpose this car will play once you've got it, right? Now, if you can apply that to connection, you realize connection is a deeper understanding, and this is all to do with the awareness of yourself, And when I say the awareness of yourself, what I'm trying to say is, before you can have a connection with someone, you must understand, or you must know who you are. You must know what you're looking for. You must know your mental state, your emotional state, and your physical state. And when I say these three, I mean your mental state is you're not carrying anything from yesterday, i.e. you're not carrying any burdens. When I say burdens, meaning you're not bringing yesterday into today, i.e. somebody broke your heart fucking 10 years ago, and this could be either a male or female, this is just an understanding. So, right? And each time you come into a new relationship, you bring that problem into the new one, thinking, and in that, you are not ready for a connection, or you will never gonna find a connection, because you yourself, you have not healed, or you have not actually got yourself into a peaceful state or let go of the past, right? Also, you must understand your emotional state, what makes you angry, and these things, or how are you with people around your emotional state. It's very important to be able to understand all these things. And then your physical, are you comfortable in your own self? And insecurities, all these things must be balanced before getting a connection, like how you buy a car. I know it's a very crazy analogy, but it's the simplest way I could kind of break that down in its simplest state. And when you look at chemistry is technically like, again, like I said, I love you, so you must make me happy. That becomes a contract. That becomes a condition, And like I said, in today's time, a lot of us connect bases on chemistry, which is why most of the time, after a while, one will say you don't do what you used to do anymore, because these things always fade away. Chemistry is something that is attached to things you like, and things you like always changes, based on the environment, based on your growth as a mental state, all these things. But when you have a connection, it is a core understanding of self, See, connection and chemistry is deep, if I'm to give it to you in another way, connection is like the bigger picture, you know, and chemistry is the individual, you know, or the subjective state of the individual. And those states are always biased to the person. So then it always leads to, you know, going against the flow of the bigger picture. And this is makes it so deep, you know. Connection, or let me put it in another way, you know, you can have chemistry and not have connection, and you get along just fine, you know. And this is where sometimes it goes a bit crazy, because you can tell some people have chemistry until they decide to be in that contract without understanding, and then it goes all crazy, right? But once you have a connection, there's always chemistry, you know. A connection always has chemistry, and chemistry always don't have connection, you know. And if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna end here, and he who this resonates with, peace and balance.